How's it? I'm the Amphibian Namibian, and I'm very excited about today's episode because today we are talking about the history of the Paralympic Games. If you enjoyed these videos and want to learn more about the Paralympic Games, please subscribe to this channel. For our viewers in the United States, click in the description below and get yourself Apple AirPods Pro. And for our viewers in South Africa, click on the link below and you can win a Samsung S10. And now for today's episode, let's talk about the history of the Paralympic Games. The Paralympic Games, the home of the human spirit, where perseverance and determination is part of the game. Sport for athletes with disability has already existed for more than 100 years. The first sport clubs for the deaf were already in existence in 1888. It was only after World War II that sport for people with disabilities was widely introduced. The purpose at the time was to assist the large number of war veterans and civilians who has been injured during wartime. In 1944, Dr. Ludwig Goodman opened a spinal injuries center at the Stoke Mandeville Hospital. And in time, rehabilitation sport evolved to recreational sport and then to competitive sport. In 1948, at the opening ceremony of the London Olympics, Dr. Goodman organized the first wheelchair event, which he named the Stoke Mandeville Games. They involved 16 injured servicemen and women who took part in archery. In 1952, Dutch ex-servicemen joined the movement and the Stoke Mandeville Games became the International Stoke Mandeville Games. There were 8 International Mandeville Games. 1960 in Rome became known as the first ever Paralympic game. It would have been the 9th International Stoke Mandeville Game. 400 athletes from 23 countries, 57 events in 8 sports. Since then, the Paralympics have been held every 4 years. 1964, the games was held in Tokyo and weightlifting was added to the program. The opening ceremony was held in front of 5,000 spectators. 1968 in Israel. New sports included lawn bowls, women's basketball, and men 100-meter wheelchair race. 1972 in Germany, events for quadriplegic athletes added to the program and demonstration events for the visually impaired. 1976 in Canada, amputee and visually impaired athletes competed for the first time. Goalball, shooting, and sitting volleyball added to the program. Specialized racing wheelchairs used for the first time. 1980 in the Netherlands, cerebral palsy athletes competed for the first time. In 1984, the games were split into 2, one in the UK and one in the United States. In the UK, it was for athletes with spinal cord disability. In the United States, it was for athletes with amputee, dwarfism, cerebral palsy, and vision impaired. Boccia, road cycling, and 7-a-side soccer added to the program. They also decided to never split the games ever again. 1988 in Korea, judo was added to the program and wheelchair tennis was a demonstration sport. It was at these games that the term Paralympic was approved. 1992 in Barcelona, wheelchair tennis became a medal sport for the first time. 1996 Atlanta, USA. Intellectual disability athletes included for the first time. Equestrian and track cycling added to the program. Sailing was a demonstration sport. First games to attract worldwide sponsorship. 12,000 volunteers assisted with the operation of the games. The year 2000 in Sydney, Australia. Women's events were included for powerlifting. Wheelchair rugby and sailing were medal events. This was also the first time that the games had comprehensive international broadcasting. Over 340,000 school children attended and were given insight in the Paralympic Games. 2004 in Athens, 5-a-side football added to the program. The games accumulated global TV audience of 1.8 billion. Over 3,000 journalists covered the games. 2008 Beijing, rowing was added to the program and 3.4 million spectators attended the games. 2012 London Paralympics. Athletes with intellectual disability returned to the games by competing in athletics, swimming and table tennis. 2016 Rio Paralympic Games. Para canoe and para triathlon added to the program. And now 2020, Tokyo, Japan. For the first time since 1964, we'll see the introduction of badminton and taekwondo. In the next couple of weeks, we will be discussing all the different sports that is available at the 2020 Paralympic Games. We will also have discussion about all the classification of that sports. If you enjoy the Paralympics as much as I do, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching.